major tech companies are dishing out billions of dollars in order to build our very own virtual reality future. Meta, formerly known as Facebook, announced its plan to invest $10 billion into developing products for augmented and virtual reality. Other companies like Microsoft, Apple, Google, and Valve are also looking to create tools for work and communication. Wall Street experts see the world of VR as a $1 trillion market. So if you're asking yourself, really? Is that the case? We have some help for you. We want to bring in CBSN technology reporter Dan Patterson to offer some insight. Because, you know, Dan, when Facebook came out and said, we're changing the name to Meta, and we're interested in this Metaverse, you know, I think that, I don't know if everyone understood that you can't have one company contributing to the Metaverse. Yes, Facebook/Meta would like to be a big player, but the nature of the Metaverse is you have all sorts of different companies and services that play well together to offer sort of an immersive experience. But I want to just go all the way back down to like the basic definition. What is the difference between AR and VR?
Anne-Marie, you present a hypothetical science fiction future scenario that many technologists would like to be real, but is not real. Look, if you're like me or many people, when you started hearing this term, the metaverse, over the summer or the fall, you probably thought, what the heck is this thing? What it is a stand-in for augmented reality and virtual reality. AR and VR are two different things, but they are accessed in the same way. You put on headsets or goggles and information is presented to you. So if you're playing a video game in virtual reality, you put on this big visor and it brings you into another world. If you're using augmented reality, it might be on your phone or in your smart glasses and it could tell you directions or somebody's name. That sounds cool, but it doesn't exist. Look, what Facebook and other companies have presented is right now just a hype cycle. And it sounds cool, but it requires all sorts of infrastructure to build. We do have augmented reality and we do have virtual reality, but that stuff is not new. It's been built by companies a long time ago. In fact, Google, Valve, Snap, and a bunch of others have products in the market that you can buy right now and are actually being used by companies right now. They're just not this pie-in-the-sky idea of a internet-like universe that we all coexist in with VR and AR. That sounds cool. Once again, that's science fiction.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because, you know, this whole Metaverse announcement was really flashy, but Facebook or Meta owns Oculus. And as you know, I use my Oculus every single day. I use it for fitness, workout games, if you will. But the headset's super clunky. The graphics are like, they're kind of rudimentary, especially, you know, situations where you're operating as yourself and you have to build an avatar. You still kind of look like this clunky cartoon character. And it seems like it's a long way off from like the holodeck. Has the overall reaction to Facebook's announcement been?
Well, you know, Anne-Marie, these companies and a lot of startups have been building various VR and AR products for a long time. Technologists have been kind of hyped on this idea of VR and AR metaverse for quite a while, at least the last 18 months. It's been popping around the valley. But if you go to any tech conference, and especially if you go to VR conferences, as many of our producers and reporters have, look, the sentiment you'll feel is like, good luck making a buck here. Like, it's cool. We all think this is nice. But the reality on the ground is that the infrastructure doesn't exist, meaning the cloud, the digital infrastructure doesn't exist. The wireless infrastructure doesn't exist, because try getting a cell reception 5 miles off Interstate 90, let alone a VR or 5G connection. You'll have some problems. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, Anne-Marie, your experience with VR is kind of a universal experience. It's nice for a few niche specific things, but mass adoption is really challenging right now, which means, to your point, how are people reacting? Well, it's, you know, if you can make a buck, great. We've been trying for a long time and it's hard.
So I want to get an idea of, what these companies are trying to develop. I know that it's part of the argument is that, trust me, virtual reality will actually make us more social because we'll be able to sort of sit down and have a card game with our cousins who are spread out across the globe and that sort of stuff. I kind of find it almost the opposite because you are kind of in your own little world. But we've got Google, we've got Microsoft, we've got Apple, we've got Valve, just some of the larger companies building products for virtual work and communication. This is not Google's first dive into virtual reality, though. Can you tell us more about where they stand?
Yeah, dive is the perfect word to use for Google and augmented reality or virtual reality. Look, one of Google's co-founders introduced one of their most disastrous products by jumping out of an airplane using Google Glass. This was like a smartphone that was strapped to something that looked like regular glasses. It had a camera on it. And it would show you directions or other things. Look, a laudable effort. It was really cool, but it was also really stupid. It was ahead of its time, and Google hyped it up as this next-gen consumer product, literally by jumping out of an airplane. The product bombed, and Google kind of moved on. Really interesting, Google moved on to very low-tech solutions, cardboard. They asked consumers to put their smartphones in a piece of cardboard and then strap it to their face. I'm sure you might remember Google Cardboard coming to you in a newspaper, remember those, and other methods of delivering VR that really just meant put your smartphone in front of your face. Other companies have tried other solutions or similar solutions. Snap made a pair of glasses that you put on your face. Amazon makes glasses that you put on your face, but they really just, take photos and play music. These are the same things that your smartphone does. They're not this idea of science fiction, alternative reality, a second life that we spend in VR. They're just low-tech smartphones on your face.
So speaking of smartphones on your face, Apple has also been rumored to be working on this technology for years. What have they been dabbling in?
So Apple is the one company that might be able to get consumer adoption. And consumer adoption is really the thing. For Facebook to have a metaverse that people live in, they need consumers wearing glasses and goggles all day, every day. In fact, I ask Facebook routinely, what are they going to do about consumer adoption, especially when their competitors, companies like Apple, develop products that might be used by a lot of people. Apple has been rumored for years and years and years to have been working on both VR and AR goggles. But we should say that Apple prototypes and tests all kinds of stuff. They've also been rumored to be working on a car. That might come to market. It might not. Apple tests many things. But if there is one company that can get people to adopt a new technology, it might be Apple. But their MO is typically to wait until others break into the market, make the market, develop the market, and get consumers to desire products that are more high-end than what's currently there. It might be what's happening right now, but so far there are so few people using VR and AR that it might not be worth Apple's time, at least not right now.
Yeah, I gotta let you go, but you just brought up that word desire. I think is probably one of the biggest challenges for this area. Is that people just aren't that into it. They experience it, and it's a good time, but they haven't quite achieved the level where people are demanding to have this experience on a regular basis. And I think that will be the low-tech challenge that they need to get over. Dan, it's always great talking to you. Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Thanks.
If you are looking for more on this, head on over to CBSNews.com. There you can find Dan's latest article and more of his reporting. So